Hey there. I think we're live and I think we're ready to go. So this is for the residents at Ridgecrest in Forney, Texas. And I know Cheryl is your party girl there. She's your activities coordinator. And my friend Stacy, she comes and volunteers, or at least she did pre-COVID. And she misses y'all and she so can't wait to be back painting your fingernails and celebrating. And I know it's an extra special holiday for her because March 17th is also her birthday. So she wanted to make sure that I connected with all of you for St. Patrick's Day. So we hope you enjoy it. Sing along, clap your hands, do all that good stuff that we do, and most importantly, have a good time. Oh, I woke me up this morning and I heard a joyful song from the throats of happy Irishmen, 100,000 strong. Sure, it was the Hibernian Brigade lining up to start the big parade. So I fetched me Sunday bonnet and the flag I love so well, and I bought myself a shamrock just to wear in me lapel. Don't you know that today's March 17? It's the day for the wearing of the green. It's a great day for the Irish. It's a great day for fair. The sidewalks of New York are thick with blarney. For sure you'd think New York was old Killarney. It's a great day for the shamrock, for the flags in full array. We're feeling so inspired, sure, because we all are Irish. It's a great, great day. It's a great day for the Irish. It's a great day for fair. The sidewalks of New York are thick with blarney. For sure you'd think New York was old Killarney. It's a great day for the shamrock, for the flags in full array. We're feeling so inspired, sure, because we all are Irish. It's a great, great day. It's a great day for the Irish. I love it. I've spent a lot of time in Ireland and a lot of time with the Irish. I have toured the United States and Ireland with the Three Irish Tenors. I've done an all-Irish cruise as a headline entertainer with a group of men singing Irish tunes. And I've toured throughout Ireland doing shows that are not Irish, bringing American Broadway, off-Broadway music over to Ireland and touring, and have had so much fun. And I always love getting to do the Irish tunes because, I don't know, they just bring me joy. And there's nothing like going to a little pub in the countryside of Ireland and having your pint of Guinness and just having a good chat with people. And I don't think anytime you've met Irish people, you just become friends like this. And there's a warmth and a hospitality that is certainly undeniable. So this is celebrating all things Irish. And the good thing is, on St. Patrick's Day, we're all Irish, for sure. Farewell, every old familiar face. It's time to stray. It's time to stray. Only wait till I communicate. Here's just what I say. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before. One leaf is sunshine, the second is rain. Third is the roses that grow in the lane. No need explaining, the one remaining is somebody I adore. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before. is sunshine, the second is rain. Third is the roses that grow in the lane. No need explaining, the one remaining is somebody I adore. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before. Ah, good old Irish tunes. There's a tear in your eye, and I'm wondering why, for it never should be there at all. With such power in your smile, sure a stone you'd beguile, so there's never a teardrop should fall. When your sweet, lilting laughter's like some fairy song, and your eyes twinkle bright as can be, you should laugh all the while, and at other times smile. And now smile, a smile for me. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like the morn in spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. When the Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away. For your smile is a part of the love in your heart, and it makes even sunshine more bright. Like the linnet's sweet song, crooning all the day long, comes your laughter so tender and light. For the springtime of life is the sweetest of all. There is ne'er a real care or regret. And while springtime is ours, throughout all of youth's hours, let us smile each chance we get. When Irish eyes are smiling, sing it with me, sure it's like the morn in spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like the morn in spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away. So one of the things I love about the Irish are, and clearly all Irish are not the same. So But it is St. Patrick's Day, so we're celebrating the things that we know of Ireland. And granted, everybody in Ireland isn't warm and doesn't make you feel wonderful. They're regular people too, right? And so I don't want to overly stereotype, but it is St. Patrick's Day, so we're celebrating all those things that we love. And one thing I love is the ability to tell a story, spin a yarn, and especially over a pint in a pub, the stories get more and more elaborate. But they have a lot of story songs, and I find them to be very fun. And then, of course, when you get to the choruses, you all get to sing along. So I'm going to do 2 of them today. I'll do one later on. But when we get to those choruses, that's the part. The chorus is the same every time. They get a lot of verses, right? A lot of verses and a lot of storytelling. And then you get to all sing together. So make sure you chime in with us on the choruses. And Cheryl will get you all involved at the residence center for sure. So I can count on Cheryl, I think. A famous Irish woman in Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty. 'Twas there I first met with sweet Molly Malone. She drove the wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Sing it with me. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and that was the wonder. Her father and mother were fishmongers too. They drove the wheelbarrows through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of the fever, and nothing could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. But her ghost drives a barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh. Crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. It took a dark turn at the end, didn't it? Most of these songs do. You'll notice. We always think of Danny Boy being, right, this so beautiful song, but you know, it's twinged with sadness. And I love how all these Irish songs are often like, they speak of their tears and stuff, but they also speak of overcoming their tears and of smiling through their tears, right? When Irish eyes are smiling, it's like, there's no room for tears, there's no room for the sadness. You know, we just sort of stiff up our lip, right? But this song is a more contemporary song. It's not a traditional Irish song. It's one of the newer traditional Irish songs, I guess. And they still keep coming, right? It's not like everybody who wrote Irish songs is no longer with us. There are people churning out beautiful tunes, and that was what was so wonderful. In 2016, I did a cruise with all these wonderful headliners, Irish celebrities on a chartered cruise through the Caribbean, and got to sing and just got to hear so many wonderful songs as well. And it was so nice because everybody was there because they wanted to just celebrate and listen to the beautiful Irish music. And it was such a fun time, for sure. And this is one of the songs that I just really loved. I ended up doing it in a show about traveling that's called When in Rome that I did a few years ago. And because I love to travel and I loved my time in Ireland. And so I hope you enjoy this new one that you may not have heard before. On the first 1792, they opened Ellis Island and they let the people through. And the first to cross the threshold of the Isle of Hope and Tears was Annie Moore from Ireland, who was all of 15 years. Isle of Hope, Isle of Tears, Isle of Freedom, Isle of Fears, but it's not the isle I left behind. That Isle of Hunger, Isle of Pain, Isle you'll never see again, but the Isle of Home is always on your mind. In her little bag she carried all her past and history, and dreams for the future in the land of liberty. And the courage is the passport when your whole world disappears, 'cause there's no future in the past when you're 15 years. Isle of Hope, Isle of Tears, Isle of Freedom, Isle of Fears, but it's not the isle you left behind. That Isle of Hunger, Isle of Pain, Isle you'll never see again, but the Isle of Home is always on your mind. When they closed down Ellis Island in 1943, 17 million people had come there for sanctuary. And it's springtime when I came here, and I stepped onto its pier. I thought of how it must have been when you're only 15 years. Isle of Hope, Isle of Tears, Isle of Freedom, Isle of Fears, but it's not the isle you left behind. That Isle of Hunger, Isle of Pain, Isle you'll never see again, but the Isle of Home is always on your mind. There's a bit of an isle where the green grass is greenest, where roses are sweetest of any that grows, where the colleens are fairest and wits are the rarest, and songs are the dearest that anyone knows. Sweet Isle of Dreams, of you I am singing. 'Tis you, sure, that means the whole world to me. And divil a bit of me heart is left over. Sweet Emerald Isle, you're the gem of the sea. Dear Isle of Dreams, I love you. Land where the shamrock grows, sweet Isle of Smiles and Blarney, and where the Shannon flows. Dear land of love, where laughter through every teardrop gleams. Ireland, my own, I love you, my Isle of Dreams. Dear Isle of Dreams, I love you. Land where the shamrock grows, sweet Isle of Smiles and Blarney, and where the Shannon grows. Dear land of love, where this is another, well, that was a combination of two songs. I did switch to another song in the middle, just in case you might not have noticed. But I bet some of you probably knew Isle of My Dreams. So I fell in love with the fields of Athenry when I toured with the Three Irish Tenors. There were a handful of songs that they did that every time I was playing keyboard for them. I played keyboard for 2 tours, and then I was the musical director and the pianist for the final one that I did with them. And it was such a wonderful experience, singing all this music. We did a few holiday shows as well, and it was a great experience. And this was one of the standouts to me, and I got to sing it with the group on the Irish cruise ship as well. So I hope that you enjoy this one. In case you didn't get it, it was written back in the late 70s, early 80s. So it's been around for a while, and I hope you enjoy it if it's new to you. By the lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling, Michael, they are taking you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they ran me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By the lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling, and that prison ship sailed out against the sky. Sure she'll live and hope and pray for her love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. If you listen, I'll sing you a sweet little song of a flower that's now drooped and dead. Yet dearer to me, yes, than all of its mates, though each holds aloft its proud head. 'Twas given to me by a girl that I know. Since we've met, faith, I've known no repose. She is dearer by far than the world's brightest star, and I call her my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare with my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows. And someday for my sake, she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose. Oh, the simplicity of my wild Irish rose. I love that tune. I think it's probably one of my favorites. And I like any of the songs that have Kathleen in it because my grandmother's name was Kathleen. And so there are a lot of those. I don't know why these songs remind me of my grandparents, my Nana, quite as much as they do, but they do. And also my great Aunt Ruth used to sing a lot of these songs when she used to travel and play at senior centers and stuff throughout San Antonio, Texas. And yeah, so it's a lot of good memories. So, haha, I don't know if you've heard of Clancy, this guy Clancy, but you're going to know a lot about Clancy, and you're going to sing the chorus with me every time we get to it, right? Cheryl, did they all respond? I hope they responded in the room. I'm hoping they're responding. I'm so glad that Stacy asked me to do this for y'all, because it's really nice. I know I did one of these about a year ago for y'all as well, and it was good for my soul. Because as a performer, this past year has been challenging, and I'm sure as a resident of a nursing home, a senior center, it's been quite challenging for y'all as well. And I know it's been challenging for those of you who work there, and I know it's been challenging for those of you who live there, and for those of you who have family who live there and haven't been able to see each other. So if I can do something to bring a little bit of cheer, a little bit of I don't know, just life, and because music is such an invigorating life force, and I know it just sort of breathes life into everything that we do. So if this brings you a little bit of that joy, then great. And if it doesn't, I'm sorry. But but I've done what I can do, and I hope that those of you who've enjoyed it will continue to do so. And you can go back and watch this anytime you want, because it'll be up. Well, unless for some reason there's something that happens in this that I really hate, it should be up in perpetuity. So you should be able to enjoy it whenever you want. So this is about Clancy, good old Clancy. Clancy had a bit of a temper. You know, sometimes you hear about that Irish temper, right? So this is one of those other things that sort of explores someone who, you know, might be out at the pub occasionally, might get his feathers in a bit of a ruffle. And, Clancy. Clancy was a peaceful man, if you know what I mean. The cops picked up the pieces after Clancy left the scene. They never looked for trouble, that's a fact you can assume. But nevertheless, when trouble would press, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Yeah, sing boom, 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 boom. Oh, y'all are good. Here we go. There's more. O'Leary was was a fighting man, they all knew he was tough. He strutted round the neighborhood, a-shooting off his guff. He picked a fight with Clancy, and then there he sealed his doom. Before you could shout, "O'Leary, look out!" Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, come on. Oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy. Oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Boom, 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 boom. Now Clancy left the barber shop with tonic on his hair. He walked into the pool room and he met O'Reilly there. O'Reilly said, "For goodness sakes, now do I smell perfume?" Before you could stack your cue in a rack, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Sing it. Oh, that's pretty good. Keep going. Yeah. Cheryl's getting you in shape here. Oh, here's another one. Mulrooney walked into the bar and ordered up a round. He left his drink to telephone and Clancy drank it down. Mulrooney said, "Who drunk me drink? I'll lay him in his tomb." Before you could pat the top of your hat, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. O'Houlihan delivered ice to Mrs. Clancy's flat. He'd always linger for a while to talk of this and that. One day he kissed her just as Clancy walked into the room. Before you could say the time of the day, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Last one here. The neighborhoods all turned out for Kate O'Grady's wedding night. I always have a hard time with that verse, right? McDougal said, "Hey, let's have some fun. I think I'll start a fight." He wrecked the hall, then kissed the bride and pulverized the groom. Then, quick as a wink, before you could think, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy, oh, that Clancy. Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Boom, 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 boom. Clancy lowered the boom. Aha! So you'll always have that in your head for the rest of the day today, because Clancy, that one to me sticks the most. I'll walk around when I'm done, I'll probably be like, "Oh, that Clancy," and that'll just be stuck in my head. So, cheers, sláinte, as they like to say. It's not exactly a pint of Guinness. I should have brought my Guinness pint glass and filled it with green water, right? I could have put some green dye in the water, and then I would have, just raised it up a notch for y'all with my production values. But today you're just getting green lights and Irish music, and hopefully that is good, right? So I want to end with two of my favorites, and I just kind of love them. And they're two very, I don't know, I would say they're probably two of the most well-known Irish songs. And I hope that you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. And I hope that this has lifted your spirits. Enjoy celebrating throughout the day. I mean, you can celebrate St. Patrick's Day every day as far as I'm concerned. Any excuse to celebrate is a good excuse for me. So, thanks for letting me entertain you. Oh, Killarney many years ago. Me mother sang a song to me in tones so sweet and low. Just a simple little ditty in her good old Irish way. And I'd give the world if she could sing that song to me this day. Tooralooraloora, tooralooralai, tooralooraloora. Hush now, don't you cry. Tooralooraloora, tooralooralai, tooralooraloora. That's an Irish lullaby. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the flowers are dying. 'Tis you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And if you come when all the flowers are dying, and I am dead, as dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I shall hear, though soft, you tread above me, and all my dreams will warmer, sweeter be, if you'll not fail to tell me that you love me. And I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for letting me entertain you down in Texas. I'm from Snyder, Texas. Some of you may know West Texas. Been living in New York City for 20 years now, but it's always nice to stay connected with my people back home. So have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day, and I look forward to seeing you again, hopefully soon.